Oh, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting. I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here. And today I want to talk to you about checking the 3D when you are manifesting something specific. So let's say you're doing this 48-hour manifesting experiment that I talked about yesterday. And so I said yesterday on yesterday's episode that I was going to be doing this experiment too, the 48-hour manifesting experiment. And I said I was going to be manifesting seeing a pink Jeep Wrangler. And what I've noticed, we're halfway through, right? It's been 24 hours. I still have 24 more hours. I have not yet seen the pink Jeep Wrangler. It's hard to say. I should have picked something different. But I noticed something yesterday. During that first 24 hours, I did my focusing work after I made the episode. And periodically throughout the day, I would just think about seeing a pink Jeep. And I also noticed something that I haven't really noticed with my manifesting in a while, but it's something I'm going to start just paying attention to about myself. And that is I was pretty consistently, especially if I was driving, checking the 3D to see if my manifestation was around me. And it's not that you can't do that. It's not that absolutely don't do that, right? But it creates a feeling. I don't know if you notice this, but for me, it creates this kind of feeling of urgency and this feeling, a little tinge of desperation. Even though, here's the thing, I could never see a pink Jeep Wrangler for the whole rest of my life and be fine, right? It's the desire that I have to see one isn't that deep. I mean, it would be neat, right, to see one. I'm intentionally manifesting seeing one. I am absolutely certain that is possible for me to see one. And yet, here I was doing this experiment, and I noticed this kind of feeling, this checking feeling. This let me check. Is it out here? Is it in this parking lot? And I was like, whoa, self, hey. And this is an experiment, and this is why I think doing experiments is great. I can just notice that. I don't have to beat myself up. I don't have to be really hard on myself. I don't even have to stop myself from doing it. All I have to do is pay attention. Okay, hey, I'm having some feelings of, anxiousness a little bit. I mean, and maybe anxiousness is too strong a word because of what it is I'm manifesting and how detached I am from it. And so I'm probably more attached to this because I said it on this podcast and I really want to get a result for you, right? But even that, I don't have to put too much pressure. I know that I can be honest with you and say well, you know what? It did or it didn't happen in 48 hours. And this is what I learned from that experiment, because that's what doing an experiment is for. You're learning from it. You have a hypothesis and you see if your result matched your hypothesis. And if not, no big deal, right? No big deal. You don't have to be afraid. You just say okay, well, what were the elements? What was I feeling? What did I do? And I've noticed that I'm sort of checking the 3D. And like I said at the very beginning, it's not that you can't do that, but it is something that I think, for me, creates a lot of unnecessary resistance, right? When I know what works better for me is when I just set down my manifestation and go about my life. And then when it comes to mine, I do my focusing work again. And I kind of live into the feeling of having it. And I'm really grateful, or whatever I'm thinking that day. I'm sorry, I just hit the microphone. And that's how I do it. And so I've noticed that this has brought up this need to check for me, and that's okay. And I'm just going to try to soothe myself. I'm going to try to ease that feeling. I mean, you know what? Do the focusing work, ease that feeling, and go about my life. Now, if I find myself checking again today, that's going to be okay. I'm just going to notice it. I'm going to soothe myself. I'm going to find a distraction. Remember the other day's episode? I'm going to find some distractions. Because I'm practicing with this manifestation, with this 48-hour manifesting experiment, I'm practicing these tools that I'm learning. that I have learned, that I've used a lot of times. I'm just practicing something. And it's real easy peasy, and I can live in ease about doing this. And here's the thing that I'm trying to tell you. You can too. You can too. So just notice something. I notice that I'm checking the 3D, and I think usually it works better for me when I don't. And so I want to explore that for myself. What are you noticing during your experiment? What are you noticing during yours? Thank you so much for listening. May you manifest exactly what you want.